Hey, good evening, chums. How are you? It's Vic, the Whiskey Minister here. Day 11. Can't believe it's the 11th of December already. Day 11 of my old and rare Advent calendar from the Really Good Whiskey Company. It's nearly halfway. We're almost halfway to Christmas. Booked the last of my internal flights for India today, so that's really exciting. But I'm excited about this dram tonight. This is a different one. So we've had single malts, we've had single grains, and tonight we've got a blended Scotch. Now, a blended Scotch, as all you experts out there will know, is one or more single grain with one or more single malt, and that is what makes a blend. And it's really, that's most of the Scotch that is sold in this country and around the world, excuse me, is a blend. So it's a mix of grain spirit and a mix of malt spirit. But this one is interesting. This is a 30-year-old, and it's from Murray McDavid. There's been a few Murray McDavids in here, and it's called the Cult of Islay Blended Scotch 30-year-old, and it was the 2019 release. So went and had a look on the website, and there's quite a bit of details about it. It goes into real detail in what it is. It's 44.1 ABV, and it is 50% malt and grain. So that's a lot of malt whiskey actually for a blend. So it's 50% malt, 50% grain. All the grain comes from North British, and the malt is from Laphroaig and Bowmore. So we know the three distilleries in there. So it should give us a rough idea, maybe, of what the drama is going to be like. It was matured mainly in ex-bourbon, but in for the last wee while, it was put in a sherry butt. Doesn't say how long the finish was for. I'm not sure it was that long because there's not a huge amount of colour. So let's have a nose. So this is 50% North British for the grain, 50% Laphroaig and Bowmore for the malt. And you know what? I think it may just be the power of suggestion, but I'm thinking I can smell both. There is the peatiness there. There's the phenols coming through. The Laphroaig, quite some of the more medicinally phenols, the harsher ones you may say. Bowmore, maybe the softer phenols. But for me, this is quite soft. It's kind of smoky and ashy, sort of burning wood. It's not too medicinally, but there in that background as well. There's that nose we had in the North British the other night. It's kind of sweet, bit of vanilla, a little bit of chemically. I don't know if that's from the grain for the North British or from the phenols from the malt, but you can definitely smell that there's phenols being used in this. But it's not in your face. It's quite subtle. It's quite soft. So let's see what it tastes like. Oh, that's lovely. Oh, that's nice. Well, there's the Laphroaig. So you get that hit of phenols, much more in the palate than on the nose. And it's a little bit medicinally, but like your Laphroaigs. But then there's softer phenols coming through as well for the Bowmore. Oh, that is delicious. So it's probably a decent dram to start if you're sort of working your way up to whiskey with peat in it. It's really quite subtle. It's quite strong at the start, but then it dies down, and then you get a nice soft, sweet vanilla note finish. That is really good. Now, there's folk out there say, "Oh, I won't drink blended Scotch." There's great blends out there, and what you got to remember about a blend, if it says 30-year-old on the bottle, that means the minimum whiskey in that blend is 30. So there's some old whiskies in here. There's that hit of a little bit of medicinal phenols, kind of almost burnt rubbery kind of aroma, and then it softens and it's sweet, and there's almost a little bit of citrus in there, a little bit of citrus on the nose as well. Lemon and lime, something like that. And you can taste that. But the finish is a little bit of smoke, but more of the sweetness and the vanilla probably coming through from the North British. That is a delightful dram. These folks say, "Oh, got to be single malt, got to be cask strength, whatever." I mean, this is a blend, and it's down at 44. It's one of the weaker drams we've had, weaker as an ABV out of the box, but that is a delight. Mm. Yes, it's not in your face phenols. It's quite subtle, and there's that sweet vanilla finish. Absolutely delicious. That was my dram for the day on day 11. The Murray McDavid 30-year-old Cultifiler blended Scotch, 44.1%, 50% malt, 50% grain. The grain was North British, and the malt was Lafroig and Bowmore. Absolutely wonderful. So, let's see a wee sneak preview and see what we're having tomorrow. Oh, a 25-year-old from Ben Rinnes, one of my old sites. So this is bound to be fantastic. But we will see tomorrow. So thanks for joining. If you're having a dram tonight, this is Monday night. No, it's not a Monday night. Is it Monday night? Yes, it is Monday night. Don't know if you should be having a dram on a school night. But if you are, enjoy it. Drink responsibly. And I will see you back here tomorrow, but at the same time, for Dram 12. Have a great day, folks. Bye now. Cheers.